Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. The Greensboro Water Resources Department is educating the community about water main breaks. Breaks can happen for a variety of reasons at any time during the year, though they are most likely to occur during winter weather. Air temperature at or below freezing causes the ground above a pipe to freeze, increasing external stress on pipe systems. The following signs provide evidence this is happening underground: water leaking around a metal cap on the ground, reduced pressure or volume when using water from a fixture, saturated soil, standing water or water leaking from a water meter, water leaking, seeping or gurgling from the ground, pavement or fire hydrant, and sinkholes or impaired streets or sidewalks. If you see, hear, or experience any of these issues, please call the city's Water Resources Department at 336-373-2033. Your information could prevent these small issues from becoming bigger problems on your property. Applications are being accepted for Greensboro Police Citizens Academy. These sessions will take place next year from January 24th through April 13th. The deadline to apply is on November 26th. The goal of the Greensboro Police Citizens Academy is to give participants greater insight into the police department in order to form long-term partnerships to share responsibilities and resources to make Greensboro safe for all people. The class will meet every Wednesday evening of the month and one Monday evening for a demonstration activity. The 2022 program cohort will have masked, socially distanced students attending in person and a small group attending via Zoom. Those participating virtually will not be able to participate during in-person hands-on demonstrations. Program planning will adapt as COVID-19 guidelines change in our community. Public safety and the safety of our officers is a top priority. Academy participants learn from subject matter experts across the department and leave the program with a greater understanding of police responsibilities and a new sense of their role in partnering with GPD. For more program information or to register online, visit GPD's website for the Office of Community Engagement. The fall foliage is starting to take on the vibrant colors of orange, yellow, and red, but before long, the leaves will fall and blanket your front and backyards. The city's first round of loose leaf collection will kick off on Monday, November 8th, ending on Wednesday, December 22nd. The schedule is subject to inclement weather delays. The second collection window starts on Tuesday, December 28th, ending in the new year on Friday, January 28th. To ensure a successful collection season, property owners should do the following: rake leaves to the edge of your yard behind the curb. Do not pile leaves in the street or on the sidewalk. Remove sticks, rocks, and any other debris that may damage city equipment. Do not park vehicles on, in front of, or near a pile of leaves. To determine when crews will reach your neighborhood, check the interactive map on the city's website. The city also offers yard waste collection year-round on regular trash collection days. Leaves can be placed in clear plastic bags or a plastic or metal garbage can. The city repurposes the leaves into compost, which is used to fertilize city gardens and landscaped areas. The public can purchase the compost for $20 per truckload at the White Street landfill located at 2503 White Street. For more information about loose leaf collection, visit the city's website. The city developed a partnership with Cone Health to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
The coronavirus pandemic has presented us with a unique and challenging situation. It can create a great deal of anxiety and stress. Anxiety and stress to a limited degree can actually be very helpful. However, taken to a significant degree, stress can create problems for us both physically as well as emotionally. So when trying to manage your stress, there are a number of strategies you can utilize. It is important to really not focus solely on those things we cannot control. In fact, what you should do is have some discussions and think about and even list those things we do have control of. Make it something that you can do together as a family. And it's simple as what you're deciding to watch on television, the things that you do during the day, what you're having for dinner. And those may seem like small things that we all don't even think about during the day, but when you're in a time like this, when so much of life feels out of control, those things can feel very comforting. Do not overload on information. It is, in fact, important to understand the facts and keep up to date on to what is going on. However, you don't want to overload by watching television 24/7, staying with the newspaper, all day long. You need to take a break from that information. Think about the things in your life that you've used in the past that have helped you stay calm. Listening to music or playing a musical instrument or reading, talking with family members. These are all the same kinds of things that will help you during this challenging time. Think about creating new routines, whether it's games or watching certain television shows. Try some creative, artistic kinds of things that would be fun and unique. Try to incorporate your children into helping you come up with suggestions of things that would be fun to do. It's really important to understand that, again, stress and anxiety is normal. Do not try to just push it away or pretend it doesn't exist. If we try to deny it and push it down, it sometimes can create really cumbersome feelings, and it becomes more difficult to hold it back than it is just to let it out. It's okay to talk about it, it's okay to acknowledge it, and that, in fact, will help you work through it. Look at each day as a unique day. We take it one day at a time. Be very present in that day and make it the best possible day it can be. And tomorrow, creativity takes over, you make an entirely new day. But day by day, you will get through this, and that's the best way you can manage some of the stress and the anxiety that comes along with this.
Residents who are behind on their water bill payments can request an extension to avoid their service being suspended. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Water Resources Department has resumed normal water cutoff procedures for customers who haven't paid their water bills. Staff is using a phased approach. Accounts with a high balance and no payments made, or accounts not covered under a payment plan, will be disconnected first. The city urges customers to pay any amount possible toward their monthly bill and to establish payment plans for the unpaid balance. Customers can take advantage of a few payment options, such as an installment plan and a promise to pay plan. With an installment plan, payment of a past due account can be spread out over 6 months. A promise to pay plan applies to a short-term extension for one bill. Payment plans can be arranged by calling the city's contact center at 336-373-2489, weekdays from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Payments made online or by phone are not subject to a convenience fee. Financial assistance to pay water and sewer bills is available under the Federal Emergency Rental and Utilities Assistance Program. For more details, please visit Guilford County's website. The Field Operations and Water Resources Departments have issued a challenge for residents to break the plastic straw habit. You have a couple of weeks to prepare to accept the challenge. This is in recognition of National No Plastic Straw November, a continuation of the International Plastic Free July campaign. Single-use plastics have been identified as the most commonly littered item found on land and in our water systems. The good news is most of these items can be replaced with reusable options. The city will give away reusable straws while supplies last. To join others in taking the pledge to saying no to plastic straws, visit the city's website. The city's Adaptive and Inclusive Recreation Unit, in partnership with the Community and Therapeutic Recreation Department at UNC Greensboro, will host an Adaptive Sports Expo. This will take place from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, November 13th at the Greensboro Sportsplex located at 2400 16th Street. Admission is free and all visitors must wear a face covering. Participants are invited to try a variety of adaptive sports which use amended rules or equipment to help people with disabilities enjoy the game. Expo participants do not need to have a disability to play. The expo will feature Paralympic sports and other games, including wheelchair basketball, wheelchair tennis, beep baseball, sitting volleyball, and biking. Competitive players will also be on hand to share their experience with the sports. Parks and Recreation staff hope the expo will help draw more community interest to adaptive sports. For more information, contact Adaptive and Inclusive Recreation Assistant Coordinator Caitlin Temple at 336-373-2954. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to work for the city or the county, then wonder no more. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about the upcoming Public Sector Career Fair. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. If you're in the market for a new job and you've always wanted to work for local government, there are a host of job openings within city and county government. Joining me now to talk about the Public Sector Career Fair is Joyce Rice. She is a business services consultant with Guilford Works. Hello, Joyce. Welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me. Always good to see you. So tell me, the Public Sector Career Fair is coming up. Who or what organizations, which governments are going to be represented?
Thank you for asking. City of High Point, City of Greensboro, and Guilford County government.
Okay, so you're bringing all three of our local governments together. About how many jobs are you anticipating are going to be on the table for folks to apply for?
Well over 300.
Wow, that is impressive and great timing as people are really looking to shift their careers or maybe just introduce themselves to what it would mean to work for government. When is the career fair happening and where is it taking place?
Thursday, October 21st from 9 to 1 at the Windsor Community Center.
Okay, so you're kind of taking this into the neighborhood.
Yes, we're going to be right in the heart of the neighborhood, more so East Greensboro in the North Carolina A&T Bennett College community. So we're very, very excited, near downtown Greensboro.
Okay, now what can job seekers expect when they come to this event, considering you have all three governments being represented?
Thank you for asking, Carla. There are such a plethora of opportunities, everything from public service and, well, it's all public service, but police departments, emergency 911, field operations, administrative operations. There's a definite need for clinical and health care, as well as health and human services. So individuals that want to make a difference, working with people directly, working in our cities and our communities, and really changing and impacting the lives of Greensboro, Guilford County citizens, Greensboro, High Point, and Guilford County overall.
Yes, absolutely. And as the City of Greensboro employees that we are, we always try to stress that our work does change and does impact communities. So we always put that in our promotional pieces for hiring practices. And of course, if you're in public sector, you are serving the public. So one would think that's just right up your alley. Now, you just gave us a few examples of the careers and types of job opportunities available. Is there anything people need to do prior to showing up to maybe register for anything or have a profile?
Yes, absolutely. We are encouraging everyone to go visit www.guilfordworks.org, click on the events page, and you will have opportunity to view the jobs for the three employers. Also, to tap into our resources for talent development and resume building and support, you can go to ncworks.org and get registered. On the site, we will have a pre-orientation training for job seekers, just so that you'll know the ins and outs of how to complete an online job application. One of the biggest things I want to inform the public is there will be no applications taken on site. It is a digital process, but employers are there to meet and greet job seekers, to talk about opportunities and to navigate them as to how to get connected.
Okay, with so many jobs on the table, how are you navigating COVID and just the safety protocols?
Well, it is going to be socially distanced. The space is far wide enough for socially distance and safety. Masks are going to be required.
Okay.
And the wonderful thing is we will have a vaccination clinic on site adjacent to the job fair. So we are going to be promoting health and wellness of our community while also offering some great opportunities to serve this great community.
And that's convenient. If you have an employer who requires vaccination, they can get that done right there. So we're going to wrap it up before we go. How can viewers get more information about the Public Sector Career Fair?
Sure, just visit us at www.guilfordworks.org and click on events.
Okay, well, I know you've been working hard, Joyce, so thank you for hosting the event and making us aware of all the great programs that you have and that your team works on to get people back to work.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us and sharing this information.
Absolutely. Come back and see us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. In response to the growing cases of the COVID-19 Delta variant and to prevent its possible spread, all meetings of the Greensboro City Council are being conducted virtually. Beginning in November, the City Council will return to the chamber on level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. For the fourth consecutive year, Greensboro is ranked in the top 25 of WalletHub's Best Run Cities in America report. Coming in at 22, Greensboro ranks high in total budget per capita, quality of services, financial stability, and education in comparison with 150 of the largest U.S. cities based on operating efficiency. In another WalletHub report, Greensboro ranks 13 for the best places to flip houses. The report compared 170 U.S. cities for market potential, cost, and quality of life. In other accolades, Esri, the global leader in location intelligence, presented the city of Greensboro with its Special Achievement in GIS Award. Selected from more than 300,000 eligible candidates, Greensboro received the honor for its innovative use of mapping and analytics technology. Last but not least, for the 46th consecutive year, the city earned a Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association of U.S. and Canada. This was awarded for the city's comprehensive annual financial report for fiscal year 2019-20. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, hear from our neighbors who boomeranged back to Greensboro.
My name is Dominic Amendum, and I'm a professor at UNCG. We moved to Greensboro because it was just the right time for our family to leave New York City, and it felt like the city was starting to beat us down, and we wanted to go somewhere where the quality of life could be better for our family. We love to take our kids to all the playgrounds and parks around Greensboro. We go to LeBauer Park downtown. We have a small playground right here in Sunset Hills, so we're constantly out and about and enjoying the good weather that North Carolina has to offer. One thing that makes Sunset Hills so amazing and exciting is our holiday tradition of lighted Christmas balls. Every old oak tree in our neighborhood is filled with these lighted Christmas ornaments, and this tradition is used as a fundraiser for local food banks.
I'm Swati Argade, and I'm a fashion designer and educator. We love Sunset Hills so much. It's a great community, a lot of like-minded people. Every day we're out walking around with our family and our dog, meeting our neighbors and enjoying the historic neighborhood that it is. One of the best things about being in Greensboro versus being in Brooklyn is that our 10-year-old daughter can just jump on her bike and spend hours outside, and something that we weren't able to experience when we lived in the city. There are definitely some restaurants that we love to eat at. Bandito Bodega is one of our favorites. We're going to Undercurrents on Friday. But my favorite place to eat in town is at my mom's house.
Sunset Hills is the best neighborhood we could have moved to. The community here is amazing. We know all of our neighbors. It's just the most incredible community vibe that I could have ever imagined.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Consider spreading some holiday cheer while going green by donating gently used or new toys to families in need. This is made possible through Santa's Workshop, operated by the Greensboro Youth Council. Santa's helpers will be hard at work from November 8th to December 3rd. Toys will be distributed at a special event in December to families who have been referred by local agencies. For more information, please visit the city's website. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO Shout Out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO Shout Out. This week's shout out goes to the Greensboro Police Department for participating in the National Faith in Blue event. This program launched in 2020 to facilitate safer, stronger, more just and unified communities. It fosters local partnerships among law enforcement professionals, residents, business owners, and community groups through the connections of local faith-based organizations. Greensboro Police hosted the event at Wiley Elementary and walked through the neighborhood to talk about community concerns. Greensboro Police invite anyone interested to join the Faith in Blue Walk next year. As the Delta variant continues to spread, please remember to wear your mask, wait 6 feet apart, and wash your hands often. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM and 100.7 FM. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro, and now GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.